Hi students, today we shall start learning chemistry for IGCSE. Chapter 1, Planet Earth. Today's topic is water cycle. This video is useful for students of lower secondary classes as well, so don't forget to watch the whole video till end. Hope you like it. If you do so, then kindly press like, share, subscribe and bell icon to get all the upcoming videos. Let's start. What is a water cycle? The water cycle is a continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of Earth. There are 4 stages in the water cycle. Number 1 stage, we can say this is evaporation and transpiration. These two are called together, if we combine them together, evaporation and transpiration, we say evapotranspiration. So this one is one type or one stage. The second one comes as condensation. Then it comes precipitation, and then at the last we get collection. From collection again it goes to evaporation and transpiration. So this is a way how circle is going on and on and on. You can see through this picture, water is evaporated through the seas and oceans and the rivers and coming up towards the sky. And here the temperature is so low up above, then this temperature makes these all water droplets or water vapors condensed. They make them clouds. Okay, and from these clouds, when these clouds go to the region, then from where they come down as the rain or the snow, this is called precipitation. Then after precipitation, the water coming on the surface of Earth, this comes, sometimes it runs off over the surface and goes to the lakes and reservoirs, and sometimes its percolation happen because the percolation is happening because the water is coming into the soil of the earth, from where the roots of plants, they receive or capture that water. So again it goes to as a transpiration into the atmosphere, and the lakes and reservoirs always take this water to the sea and ocean, from where evaporation is happening, and this circle is continuously going on and on. So now we separately check that how these all stages are happening through the water cycle. So the water cycle says, like evaporation, energy from sun evaporates, water from seas, lakes, rivers, etc. to the atmosphere and make clouds. So evaporation is that when water comes out of the seas and lake surfaces and move towards the sky. And the clouds are made when the condensation is happening. Like as the water vapors, they cool down and it changes back into the liquid form, clouds, right? Liquid from the clouds. So from the clouds, when it's happening in the liquid form, the droplets are coming down or some other ways. This is called precipitation. So precipitation happens as the water droplets stick together. Rain clouds are formed and the water falls back to the surfaces as rain, snow, or hail. Then we go up next. That one is collection. How the water is collected on the surface of Earth. So that one is happening when water either flows back to the sea or it is taken in by the plants. The plant takes them in, then it happens through the transpiration and the water goes to the atmosphere again. This transpiration happens which put it back, water, which puts water back into the atmosphere through their leaves through transpiration. And then transpiration eventually happening evaporation. So this is the way how circle is going on. As you can see through the picture that water vapors are moving upward. Okay. the sun is giving us water body the heat, and through the heat, when water receives the heat, it converts its surface water droplets to the water vapors, and these water vapors are lighter so that they move upward. So evaporation is the change of state from the liquid to a gas. So liquid to a gas means they convert into water vapors, which we cannot see through our naked eyes, but it's there. The water is there in the form of water vapors. Evaporation occurs when heat is added to the liquid. Heat could be added by any other resource, but basically the main source is sun. So sun provides heat to the water body, and from there the water vapors going up. In the water cycle, heat is added to the water, lakes, oceans, rivers, streams, springs, ponds, and other form of water collection on the earth through the sun. Transpiration. Transpiration is the process of water movement through plants and its evaporation from aerial parts such as leaves, stems, and flowers. Mainly it happens through leaves because leaves have stomatas. Stomatas are the small openings inside the leaves. So here plants' leaves have stomatas, small opening of the surface of the leaf which allows air to enter into it. As water is already there in the leaf, so the air passes through it and it takes water along it in the form of vapors. As you can see through this diagram, it's really easy to understand that the roots take water along with it. So in the blue parts, you can see these are the water molecules. Roots absorb water from the soil, and the stem draws the water up, and it gives this water to the leaves. Leaves are having stomata. This is the cross section of a leaf. Chloroplast. This one is spongy mesophyll. It does have the chloroplast in it, and it does have the spaces for air in it. So when air enters into the leaf through the stomata, there is an air space, and the water molecules are also around it. Though then the air absorbs the water molecules from here and takes it back to the atmosphere in the form of water vapors. So the unused water evaporates from the leaf surface in this way because the sun gives it heat. The heated air enters into the leaf and the air takes the water vapors from the leaf outside, and this is called the transpiration process. After the water evaporates, the water vapor is cooled by the air and condenses. So condensation happens when gas changes to a liquid. The tiny drops of water combine together to form clouds. Then precipitation happens. Precipitation is exactly the water droplets stick together. Rain clouds are formed, and water falls back to the surface as rain, snow, or hail. There are some other forms of the precipitation given as fog, mist, dew. These are the other three forms. You can also do some research and find out what are these and how these fog, mist, dew are different from rain, hail, and snow, right? So whenever you get the answer, kindly write down in the section, comment section. Whenever in the next video, first of all, I shall give you this answer and you will check out your answers that whether these are correct or not. But you do some research, okay? How dew, mist, and fog are different from rain, hail, and snow. So these are all precipitations. Then it comes to the collection part. Collection is how? Collection means that whatever the water has come onto the earth, this is the time to collect all of them together so that it can get evaporated back and make the clouds, right? So first of all, we'll check on what is collection and how we do it. When precipitation occurs, Not all water makes it back to the oceans, lakes, streams, and rivers. All of it cannot happen, that all of the water comes down or will always eventually go to the rivers. It cannot. Some water soaks into the earth. This process is called percolation or infiltration. These two terminologies are used when the water is trickled down into the soil on earth, right? Where the plants are placed over here by Allah. So plants can take this percolated or infiltered water through its roots and take it towards its stems and towards its leaves. Through leaves, it gets transpired again. So some precipitation flows downhill on the earth's surface, and this water is called runoff. Whatever is not percolated, that other water, it can just come runoff, and runoff water flows towards streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans. And this allows for the water cycle to begin all over again with the evaporation. Why is it important? That's a big question. Why Allah has made this water in the different forms and make it available to us? Why it is so important? The water cycle is important because all living things need water to survive. The water cycle allows water to be recycled over and over again. By going through the different forms of water, it allows us to have water always as a natural resource on earth. Got it? So now another question for you. Does the water cycle have a start and stopping point? This question also you're supposed to write down in comment box or keep it safe with you unless my next video, which is all about the carbon cycle, I will get you the answer for it. Okay? Then you will understand that whether your answer was correct or not. So don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you subscribe and just press on the bell icon, then you will get the next coming video, which is coming very soon. That one is carbon cycle. Thank you for watching.